B-Marsh Boxing, the best fight of the year post-COVID. And, man, we got a big upset, man. 3.5 underdog favorite or underdog. Teofimo Lopez gets it done. What a fight. What a fight and what a performance by Teofimo Lopez. Congratulations to the new WBA, IBF, WBO, and WBC franchise lightweight champion of the world, Teofimo Lopez. What a fight, man. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Round one, I gave it to Teofimo Lopez. Lopez was dictating the pace with the jab. Lomachenko was circling to his left. Teofimo's throwing the jab to the head and a straight right hand to the stomach. Lomachenko's just in his high guard and not active. Round one, Lopez threw more punches and landed more. That's a round for Lopez. Round two. Round two, I gave it to Lopez. He was dictating the pace with the jab, throwing the body shots, throwing the 1-2. A 1-2 that caught the man, Lomachenko, kind of lifted him off of his feet. And, Lomachenko did have two straight accurate left hands, left hand counters. And then he did it again with just a single 1-2 compared to two straight left hands that he had, but they weren't enough to win the round, in my opinion. Round three, I gave it to Teofimo Lopez. He landed a nice three-punch combination, 1-2-1. Lomachenko lands his 1-2. Teofimo's winning with the activity, and he throws a body shot that lifts Lomachenko off of his feet. Round four, Lomachenko was out of range. He's been out of range through the first 4 rounds. Lopez is throwing the body shots, whether it's right, left hooks to the body. But mostly he was going with the straight right hand to the stomach, and pull counter. He had a nice pull counter. That's something I said that he would have in my breakdown and prediction. The pull counters and the right uppercuts. And he was looking for those, and he caught him with the nice pull counter off the fake-ass shoulder roll in round 4. Round 5, left-right hook to the body combination by Teofimo Lopez. The man Lomachenko's throwing right hand jabs, but not enough to win the round, in my opinion. Lopez is landing power shots. Lomachenko's just using his right hand. Hit that thumbs up, people. When you come in this room, hit that thumbs up, y'all. B-Marsh Boxing, getting y'all play-by-play every single round. Hit that thumbs up when you come in this room. So it's a nice left hook. Let me hear what this guy Lopez got to say anyways, too. Round 6, Teofimo Lopez. It was Lomachenko, one of Lomachenko's best rounds so far, but not enough to win the round, in my opinion. Lopez threw a nice uppercut and straight right hand to end the round, and the body shots. But Lomachenko was letting his hands go, especially with the 1-2, landing the straight right hand. Straight left hand. Round 7, Lomachenko throwing the straight left hand to the body and to right to the head, but he's having trouble getting past the jab. Having a lot of trouble getting past. Let me hear Teofimo Lopez. The undisputed champion, all 4 belts. Describe the feeling. I gotta thank God, and this is for my boy that passed away earlier this year, 2 days before Kobe passed away. May Kobe rest in peace. This is for Naomi, and I had to dig deep, man. I'm thankful, I'm grateful, and each and every day I take that in. Great performance by Teofimo, man. I couldn't do it without him. I walked by faith for a reason, and I had to dig in there. I didn't expect the size difference to be that humongous, though. I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. This man, Teofimo Lopez, upper torso, shoulders and back compared to Lomachenko. There was a big difference. But no excuses. He was the underdog. Teofimo Lopez, the new lightweight champion, Ring Magazine, WBA, BO, BIBF. Wins it by unanimous decision, man. Who would have thought Teofimo Lopez would win this fight by unanimous decision? He, at least I want some money. I bet y'all see my slip? $10. Lopez by decision. And I win $110. And I'm gonna get my $10 back, so 120 total. Hey man, big ups to William Hill betting book, sports book over there on 7th and F Street, Washington D.C. by the Verizon Center. Let me get back to. Let me hear Lomachenko crying. Let me hear Lomachenko. No entiendo. I don't understand the Russian. What's Klimas gonna say? Klimas is gonna translate.
I think in the first half of the fight, yeah, he got the more rounds than I did. But then in the second half of the fight, I took it over, and I was much better. But I wanted to go home and to review the fight, to see it. I can't comment right now much about it. But I'm not agreeing with the scorecards.
Come on, Lomachenko. You lost that fight, Slim. I ain't agreeing with the scorecards either. I had this fight 7 rounds to 5. Maybe 8-4. Hit that thumbs up, y'all. Stop being stingy, man. Please hit the thumbs up. B-March Boxing, man. I'll give y'all post-fight reviews, post-fight interviews, going round by round, so y'all can come over here, try to call my bluff. I'm going to give y'all every single round, which I scored, and I'm going to let you know exactly what happened. Hit that thumbs up. Thank you very much, whoever hit the thumbs up. Appreciate you.
I talk with my promoter, with my manager, and we discuss, and we decide, we make a decision.
You see, American style beats the Euro style. They're going to beat them 9 times out of 10. All they need is a good fighter in there who's not afraid of the moment. And Teofimo Lopez was not afraid of the moment. You know, hey, man. You know, look, man, there's been a concerted effort out there to disgrace the American fighter, whether it's on the YouTube boxing channels, whether it's guys like Paulie Malignaggi talking about that African-American style or American boxing is going to take a backseat to the Europeans and Eastern Europeans. Look what we just seen tonight, y'all. Hey, man, I picked Lomachenko to win this fight. I'm going to keep it tall with y'all, but it don't even matter. I give y'all a breakdown and prediction at the end of the day. Whether I get it right or wrong, and the keys to victory I said for Lomachenko, he didn't do. And the keys to victory I said for the man Teofimo Lopez, he did. Did I not say that the man Teofimo Lopez must mirror this guy as far as the foot action, mirror him as far as like kind of shadow boxing with him, and everywhere he goes, you there cutting off the ring. You know what I'm saying? Lomachenko was also moving towards his left. a lot. I thought that was brilliant for the man Teofimo Lopez to have that man going towards his left to eat them right hands, especially the straight right hand to the body. Brilliant game plan by Teofimo Lopez and his father and Joey Gamachi. Never forget, former lightweight champion who was the second in command in the man Teofimo Lopez corner. Let's get back into this break. Round by round. Where was I? Round 8. Close round. Lomachenko's letting his hands go. Four punch combination lands and got Lopez going backwards for the first time in the fight in round 8. Round 7 was also a close round. I told y'all I give out my play by play on that one. Round 9, close round. I gave it to Lomachenko just like I did 7 and 8. Um, where we at? Round 9, Lomachenko is very aggressive with the combinations, landing his left hand. You know what I mean? Lopez is countering with the uppercut and the pull counter rights. You know what I'm saying? But he's not letting his hands go as much as the man Lomachenko is in that round. Lomachenko is going for broke. He's selling out in round 9. Round 10, Lomachenko gets awkward with it. Combinations, leading with the jab, with the straight left. You know what I mean? Rather than the right hand being the jab, leading with the left, throwing the left and the right, and then a straight left right behind it. Just being awkward with the combinations and the angles, and tagging the man Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez at this juncture is just throwing one punch at a time. You know what I mean? And at this juncture, in these rounds, he's losing 7, 8, 9. We're in round 10. He's neglected the body, unlike what he was doing in the first half of the fight. You know what I'm saying? Um, Teofimo Lopez before that round 10 and he catches the man Lomachenko with a punch on the belt line. And you could see the pain grimacing in the man Lomachenko's face to the point the referee had to stop the fight and, give a warning for a low blow. I thought it was a belt line shot. The way Lomachenko reacted, you would have thought he got uppercutted in the Bozak. But no, it was a straight punch, right hand on the belt line. In round 11, Lomachenko starts off hot from when the bell rings, you know what I mean? Going for broke, letting his hands go, combinations, throwing nice body shots too, pivoting, just like I envisioned the man would be doing for most part of the fight in order to win this fight. But he came on a little too late. You know what I'm saying? He was a little too cool for school. You know what I mean? But in round 11, he was letting his hands go, standing in the line of fire in order to, you know what I'm saying, to catch his opponent, the man Teofimo Lopez. And he was catching him. Teofimo Lopez was on the back foot, you know what I'm saying? But Teofimo Lopez finally starts throwing body shots, hard body shots, you know what I mean? Because he looked like he was gassing out. But the man got caught with the 1-2, right left from Lomachenko in round 11. I thought he was about to stop him, dogs. I thought we was about to have another Pedraza situation or Jorge Linares, you know what I mean? But in round 12, the man Lopez gathered himself, got himself a second wind, breath of fresh air, and just started attacking, just beating the shit out of Lomachenko, man. Just all Lopez the whole round. Lomachenko tried to go for broke, but he was getting caught with straight right hands to the stomach and to the head. And he was backing up, but trying to come forward, and it just wasn't good, man. It wasn't a good look, you know what I mean? So, all in all, man, yeah, man, it was vicious attack from the man Lopez to clearly win round 12. You know what I mean? So I had this fight on my scorecard 7 rounds to 5. You know what I mean? With round 7 could have gone either way, but I gave a sympathy round. That was my first sympathy round that I gave to the man Lomachenko. And really and truly, if I did give it to the man Teofimo Lopez, it would be 8-4 on my scorecard. 8-4, 116, 112. This was a clear unanimous decision. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Lomachenko, look, man, Manny Pacquiao is one of my favorite fighters. But I did not like how Manny Pacquiao did not give Floyd Mayweather credit after he got his ass whooped 9 rounds to 3. Guess what Lomachenko's doing today? He's not giving Lopez the credit, man. He's saying that he won the fight. He ain't win this fight. You can't try to start off this fight, you know what I'm saying? Um, in the sixth or seventh round, now you starting to try to let your hands go. He was a little too cool for school, and he got that ass taxed tonight. You know what I mean? Now look, man, there's gonna be a lot of history lessons, and word to my mother, man, B March Boxing gonna come with them type of historical account videos I be doing, right? Because y'all tried to tell me that Lomachenko is the best, is better than Floyd Mayweather at 130 and 135. That's what y'all tried to tell me, man. You check it? Yeah. I just look, man. You guys tried to tell me this guy's better than X amount of fighters. Coming into this fight, this man had a loss that he never avenged to Orlando Salido, a man coming into that fight who had like 12 losses. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of aftermath videos is coming up, y'all. Please, best believe, man, because Lomachenko is not who we thought he was. You know what I mean? You check it. Look, man, I'm gonna tell y'all the fights I picked against Lomachenko: Guillermo Rigondeaux, Nicholas Walters. You know what I'm saying? I picked those two fighters and Gary Russell Jr. to beat the man Lomachenko. You know what I mean? Everybody else, I thought he would beat him. You know what I mean? I thought he would beat this guy from Brooklyn, Teofimo Lopez, but no, not tonight. Look at this. Punches landed, man. We could look at the TV, y'all. Y'all could look right there, man. Ah, damn it, man. They moved the punch stats. You check it? Man, this was clearly a Teofimo Lopez fight, you know what I mean? He was pretty flat-footed, but this guy did not need to be bouncing on his toes. For what? What do he need to be bouncing on his toes, trying to be using for what? You see the size of Teofimo Lopez tonight versus Lomachenko, really and truly, and this is no excuse. It looked like the man Lomachenko came up 2 weight classes. Now he got a taste of his own medicine, Hey, but I'll give the man Teofimo Lomachenko credit. When Lomachenko did beat the man Rigondeaux, he ain't want no credit for it. You know what I'm saying? He ain't want no credit for it because he knows this guy is a little past his prime, and he had to come up 2 weight classes. Tonight, Lomachenko got a taste of his own medicine, man. And hey, man, the man Teofimo Lopez did not need to be on no bouncing on his toes thing. Man stayed flat footed, pumped that jab. It was a beautiful combination that he was setting with the jab to the head and the jab to the straight right hand to the stomach. You know why? Because it stops the man's lateral movement. It had the man Teofimo Lopez going a little Lomachenko going a little haywire because this man is now circling towards his left rather than going to his right. You know what I'm saying? I know he's trying to keep his lead foot. You know what I'm saying? Lopez has got his lead foot out, but the man Lomachenko, he needed to keep circling towards his right, keeping his right lead foot on the outside, you know what I'm saying? This man need to watch some Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao will show you footwork, Lomachenko. All that ballet thing you did between the ages 11 and 13 didn't even matter tonight because you fought in there with a flat-footed Teofimo Lopez who was trying to generate power and knock your wig off tonight. And he ain't no knockdowns tonight, but the more thunderous punches, the power punches came from the man Teofimo Lopez. You heard? The man Teofimo Lopez wasn't dilly-dallying with his jab. He had a strong, effective jab, keeping this man in position, dictating the pace. And you know what? The range. What is Master Lomachenko a master of? Mid-range. Tonight, the man was on the outside. Guess what? At the end of the man Teofimo Lopez jab, what is to the head or to the stomach? Did you not see round 12? Looked like this man was about to get lifted off his feet with them straight right hands to the pit of the stomach. Andre Ward love that shit. That's one of Andre Ward's secret weapons right there, man. Great night of boxing, y'all, man. I'm very happy that we got this fight. 7 rounds to 5, 8-4. I really had this fight 8-4, but I'm going to give the man a sympathy round. That was round 7. You know what I mean? Teofimo Lopez is the kingpin right now, man. 16-0. Man is 16-0 with 4 straps. You know what I'm saying? This man should be at the top, number 1, pound for pound. Forget about it, man. Forget about it. I can't even say the man Bud Crawford no more because he's about to fight Errol Spence leftovers. And that's just the truth about it. And you know what we're going to say when the man Crawford whoops his ass. I'm going to say that's a leftover. And guess what? That man Kell Brook ain't fought at 147 since 2016 when Errol Spence went over there to Sheffield, England to whoop his ass. You check it. But back to this fight, man. The range. Master of range tonight was held by the man Teofimo Lopez. This guy Lomachenko only could really let off for the first 6 rounds, 7 rounds, just a jab. That's it. That's it. And Lomachenko was lucky this man Teofimo Lopez wasn't even going for the left hook. I don't know why he ain't go for the left hook, but rather than use the left hook as a weapon on the southpaw, he was using that right uppercut. You know what I mean? And I said these things for keys to victory in my breakdown and prediction video for the man Teofimo Lopez versus um, Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? And I won some paper tonight. You know what I mean? Turned $10. I turned $10 into 120. You know what I mean? Can't be mad at that. You know, this Lopez by decision. You know what I'm saying? That's what I believed. I believed he could possibly also win a decision, like a close split decision or majority decision. But nope, he got a unanimous decision. You know what I mean? And man, the world is an oyster in his palm of his hands right now. You know what I mean? This man calls the shots right now on ESPN. Playboy, ain't no DAZN thing where the man Devin Haney about to fight a 39-year-old Gamboa. Nah, Slim. This man just whooped this man. The guy they said is Bob Arab says is the best fighter he's ever had since Muhammad Ali. The guy they said is one of won a world title, the fastest ever, the fastest to ever become a three-weight world-class champion, which is facts. He's done that. We can never take those type of things away from him. ESPN did gas the man Lomachenko a lot, and they gassed him as far as not really giving the man Teofimo a shot at winning this fight. If you listen to my breakdown and prediction, I didn't say this is going to be a blowout. I said this is going to be a majority or split decision victory for Lomachenko. That's what kind of faith I had in the man Teofimo Lopez. You know what I mean? Teofimo Lopez, man, this kid out of Brooklyn, man, is hey, man, this guy's an Olympian. Never forget that too. He lost to a Frenchman named Sofiane. I forgot the guy's name. Sofiane somebody. He was also in the 2016 Olympics. But don't forget, this man has also an extensive amateur background. You know what I mean? And that's why these guys are where they are with 16 fights, with all them straps dangling off his shoulder and his waist, and just don't even got enough body parts on himself to hold all them straps. You know what I mean? Yes, indeed, man. This was one great fight. Hey, y'all, we got 94 people in this MF, man. Hit that thumbs up, please, y'all. Stop for pump faking out here, man. You know what I'm saying? We doing this the right way. You know what I mean? You check it, giving people their credit for doing what they got to do. I know there's going to be a lot of Lomachenko fans and their feelings butthurt, because this was a Lord and Savior, they say, especially Caucasians. And I'm going to keep it tall with y'all. And there's nothing wrong in taking pride of somebody of your ethnicity who you think inspires or, encourages you and maybe gives you inspiration. There's nothing wrong with that, but when you do it off the strength of saying this guys can beat a Pernell Whitaker at 135, how? Look, man, ever since I've seen Lomachenko at 135, I've been seeing his face getting busted up. And there's no exception tonight. His face got busted up, you know what I mean? So Lomachenko fans, don't be in your feelings, man. I seen a good fight. I want some paper, man. I'm about to go over there to William Hill Sportsbook, line up, get my paper. What am I going to do with that 120? I don't know. I probably invested it back into some more betting. Who knows? You know what I mean? But yeah, Tank Davis and Lomachenko. I'm sorry, Tank Davis and Leo Santa Cruz. Probably put some paper into that. You know what I mean? But Lomachenko, man, he was out of range. But guess what? In the second half of the fight, where he was winning most of the rounds, he was in range. You know what I mean? Throwing short 1-2s, accurate punches, you know what I mean? Very accurate combinations, you know what I'm saying? And selling out, But in the last round, He just couldn't get past that jab, man. He was trying. He tried his best. He ain't fall back. He tried his best to get past that jab, but the man got a second win. You know what I'm saying? He got a second win and just was battering him. You know what I mean? Battering him, and Lomachenko, give the kid some credit, man. You lost this fight, you know. If you want a rematch, you think you could do better, say so, you know what I mean? But I hate when these guys don't give fighters credit, you know what I'm saying? Don't do that, you know what I mean? You know, Lomachenko is a great fighter. He's done a lot of things that I'm not sure we'll see any other fighters do as far as become a world champion in their third fight or, you know, but anything's possible in this day and age with all these world titles. They say this fight was for undisputed, but I also see Devin Haney walking around with the WBC strap. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of confusion out there, but I think there's only one way to settle things. Next fight up, let me see the Lopez if he decides to remain at 135. Lopez versus either the winner of Leo Santa Cruz and Tank or Devin Haney. Point blank, pure and simple. You know what I mean? Nothing more, nothing less. You know. But as far as the footwork, as far as mirroring and just shadow boxing, basically, Teofimo Lopez did that with Lomachenko's movement. It was a thing of beauty to the point where it kind of flabbergasted and confused the man Lomachenko for the first 7 rounds because in rounds 8, 9, 10, that were all Lomachenko, you know what I'm saying? The man was very awkward, especially with the foot movement and just his punch placement and his punch combinations, not typical 1-2s, but throwing body shots, throwing the straight left hand and this jab behind it, then a left hand in front of it. It was beautiful. But yeah, man, let me read some of these comments one time. Let me read some of these comments, man. Zarate Kidcast says, a takeover, what more can be said? Zarate Kidcast says, wow, those first 7 rounds were unexpected. Zarate Kidcast says, Loma was not doing anything. Absolutely, that's what I saw, Zarate. Zarate Kidcat says, and that slip and pivot to the right was nullified. Wow. Sonny Lunchman said, he's stolen it. Zarate Kidcast says, 172 Teofimo, round 8-11 Loma. 12 Lopez, scored at 8-4 in favor of Lopez. That's how I had it, Zarate Kidcast. Yes, indeed. That's how I had it. Be more the BK, 8-4 on my card. That's how I had it too. Be more the BK. You already know. Like I said, man, I just gave the man a sympathy round in round 7. The man Lomachenko. But I had it just like y'all seen it, man. Robel Gibble, I don't. You can't even read your whole name. It doesn't even matter. But salute to you, Robel. He said he made some dough. So did I, my man. Povang says Loma fought scared all night, threw away the first 6 rounds like nothing. Absolutely, looked like the man Baru Jack versus Adonis Stevenson. First 6 rounds, I gave it to the man Adonis Stevenson. You know what I mean? Zarate Kidcat says Showbiz lost 10K. He bet on Loma. Blood clot. The man bet $10,000 on Lomachenko? Are you serious? Y'all gotta come listen to B March Boxing, man. Cause some of these people on these YouTube streets don't know ish about boxing if they gonna spend 10 grand. And if he's just saying that, Zarate Kidcast, don't believe him. Slim gotta show the receipts. I got my receipt right there. And I've done plenty of bets on boxing on these YouTube streets. And every single one, I show my receipts. Y'all see my receipt right there. $10 straight bet. Lomachenko fight outcome. Lopez by decision. And ticket cost $10. $10 to pay $120. Bada boom, bada bing. If that man can't show you that he spent 10 grand on that motherfucking fight, he faking. I'm trying to tell you, Joe. All right, where we at? Zarate Kidcast says Teofimo definitely looked bigger and definitely no excuse. Absolutely. Because, hey, man, Lomachenko campaigning at the weight class, right? He moved up there, right? He could have stayed at 130. Zarate Kit Kat says, and the new undisputed lightweight champion of the world, Teofimo, to take over Lopez. I don't consider him undisputed. I ain't gonna hold you. I will not do that because I know Devin Haney is a paper champ. Yes, indeed, he is, and he has a WBC strap. And the man Lomachenko did not fight Devin Haney. And that's just the truth, man. Don't blame me, man, for how I think and what I see in front of me and what the truth is. Blame Mauricio Suleiman and the WBC for their clusterfuck of all these straps. Let's keep it moving. Mike 104, what's up, my guy? Salute. He says Lomachenko still downloading the information. Lomachenko tried to process the information for 7 rounds, man. He blew away 7 rounds. Mike 104 says Lopez didn't chase. He met Lopez at the spot and pieced him up. Absolutely. Yes, indeed. Flat-footed. He ain't at the chase. Lomachenko is on his bicycle for the first 7 rounds. I offer you this, says Loma started up way too late. True indeed. I offer you this, says on God. Like why he gave up the first 7 rounds. Don't ask me. Go ask Lomachenko. I offer you this, says Tio change up his whole game just for this end came out with the dub. Moneymaker says Loma wasted the first 6, 7 rounds. Yes, indeed. D. Bo says Loma a bum. I don't know about that. But Bruno Vadovic says, didn't Loma win round 2? Not on my card. On Andre Ward's card on TV. I ain't see him winning round 2. Let's keep it moving. Because it doesn't matter what round he won. He lost the fight. I offer you this, says, not at all, Bruno. Yeah, he's answering. I offer you this, says that. He's answering Bruno. Mexican Native says, RP Showbiz Bank's account. Tell that guy to show receipts, y'all. I don't watch Slim, I ain't gonna hold you, man. And I'm not saying that because I got anything against. I just don't watch a lot of boxing shit. I'm just going to keep it tall with y'all. I watch what I need to watch, you know what I mean? But if that guy ain't showing receipts of what he spent, don't believe anybody saying they spent 10 grand on motherfucking Lomachenko. He's tripping if that's what he did. And if he put straight $10,000, 10 grand on the man Lomachenko and did not hedge that bet, then them guys don't know how to bet. He don't know how to bet one bit. John DeWale 3 says, what up? Lopez was incredible. Absolutely. Great performance. One for the ages. Bruno Vidovic says, I'm replaying it and I can see what Lopez do. I offer you this, said, and I had Loma on my parlay. Ooh. I offer you this, says, so it's no bias. And that's facts. Debo says, Tanker beat them both. That's funny, man. That's the funniest shit I heard all day. Bruno Vidovic says, for me, it was clear eagle, but I'm not sure what eagle means. EGAL. You gotta, Bruno, man, you might have to clean that up. I'm not sure what you're saying. I offer you this, says, tell it like it is. Be Marsh Boxing. Absolutely, man. I ain't got no favorite, man. You know what, man? I bet on this fight. I made my breakdown and prediction. Guess who I wanted to win this fight? I didn't give one flying F who won this fight. I didn't care one bit. I just wanted to see a great fight. You know what I mean? I'm not a fan of these fighters. I'm a fan of boxing, man. You know what I'm saying? I was a man with kids, man. You check it. I can't be no fanboy, man. Or nobody. You know what I mean? Nah, Joe. That's what we not going to do. Ride 1245 says Lopez is number 3 pound for pound for now. We shall see where they put him at in Ring Magazine and ESPN rankings. We shall see. I offer you this, says, and everybody said Lopez only path to victory was a early KO. Now, I thought he had a chance to win also if I could outbox him, but I didn't think it'd be a wide decision. I ain't going to hold you. I thought he could win a split or majority decision on points. But nah, he outboxed the master boxer. Look, another thing tonight, if y'all didn't peep, Lomachenko can't really fight going backwards. You know what I'm saying? Going on the back foot. He got exposed. He can't go fight going backwards. And that's where the man couldn't even look. If he can't fight going backwards, you try to come forward 99.9% of the time, you can't get past this big man's jab. Oh man, you're effed. And that's exactly what happened, man. Slim ain't got no back foot game, you know what I mean? Where we at in the chat? Bruno Vidovic says, what rounds from 7-11 you think Lopez has won? From 7-11, I gave him round 7 and round 12. Oh, through 11. Through 11, round 7 only. You know what I mean? And round 7 was a close round. It could have gone either way. You check it? I offer you this as like, bro, cap all these casuals for real. I made my money on UFC, so I ain't mad at losing the boxing parlay. That's what's up, man. I ain't even know there was UFC tonight because I was just interested in this boxing thing. You heard? I offer you this as where we at in the chat? I am no one says, hey man, forget about it. Forget about it, man. Lomachenko had no chance tonight. Giving up the first 7 rounds. I offer you this says Top Rank got more talent anyways. I don't know about that. I don't know about that, man. That's what I don't know about that, man. Let's look at it. Let's look at it from the lightweight perspective, okay? At lightweight, they got Teofimo Lopez and Lomachenko. Great fighters, you know what I'm saying? Other channels, let's say Devin Haney's on Showbiz. I said Showbiz. He's on DAZN. Showtime, PBC, they have guys like, of course, Leo Santa Cruz and the man Javante Davis. I could say at lightweight, the talent is probably spread out. All right. Welterweight, no question, it's at 147. At heavyweight, we got Deontay Wilder, PBC guy. We got Joshua, who's a DAZN guy. We got Tyson Fury, who's a top ranked guy. And who else are big contenders at at Luis Ortiz, PBC guy, Andy Ruiz, PBC guy. We got Dillian White and Povetkin. Both of them are under match rule, you know. So really and truly, I think also at heavyweight, the talent is spread out. It's not really a top rank, but you never know. You know, it's heavyweight boxing. You know what I'm saying? So I can't just agree with that. Uh, what this guy say? He says top rank got more talent, anyways. No, not necessarily. At 154, the best talent is in PBC. At 122, the best talent is at the PBC. Featherweight division. Um, we got Josh Warrington, IBF champ. He's over there with BT and Top Rank. Okay, we've got Navarrete now, who's a top ranked guy. Gary Russell's he's all alone over there on the PBC because guys like Tank Davis and Lil Santa Cruz ducked him in order to fight each other. So different divisions, talent is spread out in different divisions. That's just what it is, you know what I mean? No particular entity got just overall the best talent, but it's spread out. Bruno Valdic says, I think it was clear 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 for Lopez and 2 for it really doesn't matter at this stage, Bruno. Even if you give Lomachenko 7 rounds, he ain't win this fight. Or I'm sorry, if you give him 5 rounds. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Bruno's trying to tell us in this chat that he has it a draw. He has for Lomachenko 2, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Well, I'm going to have to disagree respectfully with your card, Bruno. No, this fight was not a draw. Not at all. No. No. Excalibur Clan says Lopez won the first 7. Most of the people, Bruno, in this chat had the man Lopez winning the first 7, especially this guy who this is the first chat of his I'm reading, Excalibur Clan. He says Lopez won the first 7. So, you know what I mean? So Excalibur Clan says Lopez won the first 7. He is AD Lomo on the run and run that still makes the score 7-5. Tell Lomo your fight next time. So he has a 7-5. Akashik is in the chat. He says Loma looked old and couldn't put any combinations together. His midsection was weak and looked wary throughout. Absolutely. That man was throwing body shots, and there was it was more straight body shots than left and right hooks. He did throw a vicious left hooks where, looked like the man couldn't take them body shots too, but they were mostly straight right hands. I offer you this, says, and that's what everyone thought, me included. But when Lopez pulled up like that, can't hate. Why Loma ain't woke up till 7? That's on him. Like what? Bruno Vidovic says, don't know, to be honest. He's always slow starter. Uh, I offer you this, said, but round 7 slow. Yeah, come on, man. Cap on all that. Buddy is Donizo? I'm not sure what Donizo is. Bruno Vidovic says, well, it doesn't matter how slow. I think only pointing matters. I offer you this, says, nah, if you give up rounds like that, you ain't about to come back on point. If you give up 7 rounds, dogs, you got to knock a MF out. That's just the truth. I offer you this, says, and Tio smashed. Buddy um, was giving points away like it's nothing, and Tio smashed him round 12. Absolutely. Akashik says, and started using his head because he knew he was losing. Yeah, he did have the headbutt. The headbutt in round 12. I forgot all about that. Yep. But I'm not going to say he did that on purpose because guess what? This is an Orthodox versus Southpaw. Those type of things happen. Doesn't even matter at this juncture. We know who won. Clearly. I offer you this, says Tio smashed that fool around 12, and it is what it is. Stop being biased. Come on now. Bruno Vidovic says, at least the score reminded me why I switched to MMA. Hey man, Bruno Vidovic, man, we don't promote MMA over here, Slim. We don't do that over here. This is a boxing channel. If you don't have anything positive to say because you think Lomachenko had a draw, which he didn't, then just go watch another channel. Go watch a UFC live stream right now. That'd be the best thing for you to do, Slim. Come on, dogs. Gonna be hating on boxing after we seen a great fight. Come on, I don't like people who do stuff like that, man. Ruining the mood. Todd French 600, my God, what's up with you, dogs? Long time, Slim. Sorry. He says, bro, did you see Andre Ward giving Loma the second round on that scorecard? Shaking my head. What the F? Hey, Todd French 600. So did Bruno Vidovic in this chat. And that's how his claim is that this fight was a draw. I didn't have round 2 going to the man Lomachenko. No. Round 2 was easily a Teofimo Lopez round. I offer you this, says, ha ha ha. Yeah, man. MMA is more entertaining. Hey, I offer you this. Y'all two can go ahead and go to another UFC channel. We don't do that over here. And I'm trying to tell you this kindly, and I'm trying to tell you this politely. We ain't gonna come. You can never come on B Marsh Boxing Channel and be trying to gas up UFC. Go talk with go to Teddy Atlas channel if you want to go to a boxing channel that be on UFC and MMA. Not over here. Nothing at all. But I have no idea what we do over there. I don't watch it. I don't know nothing about it. That's like you coming over here to talk about cricket and gymnastics while we doing a boxing match. That's what we're doing. Say that politely. As a matter of fact, I ain't gonna read y'all's chat when y'all talk about MMA stuff. Right? Rafael Morales says Teofimo took everything away from Lomachenko in the first 8 rounds. I offer you this, says, but it was obvious who won that. I offer you this, says, and people want to be biased, so Loma won round 2. Like, what the heck? Bruno Vidovic says, wait a second, round 7, you all gave to Lopez? Yes, we did. Roman Morales said Joe Tessitore was smoking crack when he said Loma won the second round. So was Andre Ward. Craps 48 says, that's why boxing is suffering. Nobody cares. Yeah, we do. And you care too, because you're over here listening to a boxing match. Stop it. Anyway, Roman Morales says Loma only landed 2 punches. Absolutely. I offer you this, says, you know, round 7, Loma finally woke up. It's too late. Ramon Morales says 117, 111 for Lopez. I can't believe that scorecard. That means you had a 9 rounds to 3 for the one champion. Teofimo Lopez won this fight clearly, but not 9 rounds. Bruno Vidovic says, but it doesn't matter. It just matters who won at the end of the round. Bruno Vidovic says, boxing scoring is made that you score round by round. Yeah, yeah. I offer you this says, Lopez already had all the rounds to win after round 7. Loma didn't do nothing to get the KO because he ain't got the power for KO. And that's fact. Absolutely, especially knocking out a big lightweight like Teofimo Lopez. Not happening. Bruno Vidovic says, true, true mate. I offer you this says, I offer you this says, damn, someone lost 10K? Yeah, yeah, apparently a YouTube debate. But like I said, you gotta show receipts that he absolutely did bet 10K. Yeah, I show receipts. I don't have to show y'all again. For those who don't believe me, watch this shit on the playback. I showed y'all my receipt. I offer you this says Loma didn't show up. Bruno Vidovic says Ortega did a good job. Ooh, there's a whole lot of chats, man, but I'm gonna read every single one. Um, I offer you this says stay up, B Marsh. Strong, you the man, brother. Salute to you. I offer you this. Big up, big up. But yeah, man, just for future reference, man. Keep boxing over here. Nothing more, nothing less. You can like UFC, but you don't have to come over here and bash boxing to big up UFC. Because best believe I never go on anybody's UFC. I don't watch that sport. They big up boxing or they shit. That's just not a good look. You gotta have the same type of protocol in life. Real talk. People gotta have the same type of approach to life that they have like in live streams. But I wouldn't say to a man's face in real life and like, nigga, take that shit and check. That's just how I roll. Me, it's the same thing. So not that they be on the social media thing like that with some others, you know what I mean? People talk hella crazy on these YouTube streets and social media in general. Bruno Vidovic says Ego equals equal. Okay. Ramon Morales says Roma won 9, 10, and 11. That's it. Nah, nah, that's not the only ones he won. Nah. But it doesn't matter. We're not going to argue one. But I guess we'll disagree to disagree. I offer you this says King of No Bias Talk, B March Boxing, no lie. Thanks a lot, man. Salute. Absolutely, man. I got no dog in this race. I only got money in these fights. We got some paper. Um, Ramon Morales says facts, B. Marsh. Lomachenko needs to shut up for everything he shows. Absolutely. Leo Sardamenta says, yo, Tio the man. Absolutely. I had no doubt. Lowian Smith says, Bud is better. Mr. Doc, what's up, Mr. Doc? Says, I had a 6-6, but no problem with Lopez getting the nod. Pulled the 12 what I thought he might be. And it slip away. Mr. Doc, man, I can't see that. No 6-6, man. Nah, nah. No draw tonight, man. The right man won this fight. 8 rounds to 4, at worst 7 rounds to 5. But big up Mr. Dog, long time good friend of mine, man. Salute. Thanks for coming through, per usual. I offer you this says, okay, it depends on the weight class. If you talk about top rank, you're right. Yep, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, different weight classes. It's just boxing. You know what I mean? 122 PBC got a strong hold on the 122-pound division. You know what I mean? Uh, I offer you this says, I ain't about to argue on that. This man really grilling me right now. Lowen Smith says Terrence Crawford. Loma only won round 2, then 8, 9, 10, 11. I ain't mad at that scorecard one bit, Lower Smith. That's kind of how I saw it. Roman Morales says Andre Ward's card was crackheadish. Ivy this says, I ain't gonna lie, Loma ain't won the second round. Not at all. Nope. Greg Williams says, Lope Crawford. Hey, Crawford. I offer you this says, and I had money on Loma. Greg Williams says, Lopez versus Crawford. Teofimo versus Crawford? No, I don't want to see that. I think there's better fights to be made for both of them. How about Crawford versus Errol Spence? How about Teofimo Lopez versus all the other undefeated lightweights? That's what we'd like to see. Lowen Smith says Crawford hard for Lopez. Yeah, he's much bigger than him. I offer you this as yo, B Marsh. I ain't said that to talk down on boxing. I was just trying to connect with Bruno on that point. I agree, man. I agree with y'all, man. But the way Slim said, oh, that's why boxing is dying. Oh, that's why I watch boxing UFC. I'm not with that one bit. Lowen Smith says audio gun. I'm sure it's back now though. I offer you this, says don't take it no disrespect. You know what I mean? Absolutely not. Nah, no disrespect at all. Nah, y'all fellas ain't coming here disrespecting nothing, but just this is a boxing channel. I can't relate to UFC. I don't know nothing about that. We had a great night of boxing tonight with the best fight in boxing post COVID, and that's what I'd like to focus on. You heard? um I offer you this. There's something happening with your mic, homie. I hope it's straight now. Definitely not no 6'6". Bruno Vidovic says, can't see Lopez beating Crawford in the next 5 years. He probably could in 5 years. The man Bud Crawford will be like in 5 years. I think Bud is like 32 now. He'll be like 37. This kid Teofimo Lopez in 5 years, being 23 now, he's going to be like, what, 27? Yeah, he could probably beat him in 5 years. Come on, let's be logical, guys. Bruno Vidovic says Crawford versus Spence is the way. Absolutely, that's what we want to see. And he says, Bruno Vidovic says, I hope Spence is recovering well. Well, he better have recovered because he has a pay-per-view in December. You check it. So, yo, B-Marsh Boxing, I want to big up everybody in the chat. Bruno Vidovic says, yeah, and that's why Lopez can't beat him lately. Absolutely. Bruno, big ups to Bruno. Big ups to I offer you this. Big ups to Lowen Smith. Greg Williams. Big ups to everybody in the chat. Too many names to mention tonight, y'all. Salute to everybody. Please, on your way in and on your way out, and on your way out, please hit that thumbs up. B Marsh Boxing. One more time, man. I'm going to show y'all my receipts. You don't believe me? Just watch. B Marsh Boxing. Congratulations to Teofimo Lopez, the new kingpin at 135. And I'm gone. Peace. But when I say kingpin, he is the kingpin, right? Not lineal. And one more thing, he needs to clear out the division. Some people equate a guy having all them straps like a guy like Anthony Joshua being like, they say he's a kingpin of the division. How? He has a loss. Tyson Fury doesn't have a loss, and he ain't fight Wilders. He ain't fight Tyson Fury. Once you clear out your division like a guy like Alexander Usyk and a guy like Bud Crawford did, beating everybody available, then you're the kingpin and you've cleared out your division. Teofimo Lopez still got work to do. B Marsh Boxing, I'm gone. Peace.